Hey, good morning. My name is Sergeant Digoff, and I'll be your primary instructor for today's task. Today's task is movement under direct fire. Today we're going to be going over all the movement under direct fire positions, and we're going to demonstrate them, and then we're going to have a practical exercise to evaluate the soldiers. Today's task is move under direct fire. The conditions are: you are a member of a team conducting movement to contact and are under fire from an enemy position that is 250 to 300 meters away from your position. You have an individual weapon, individual combat equipment, and are using a firing position that provides cover from the enemy direct fire. Some iterations of this task should be performed in MOPP 4. Standards: select a movement route. Communicate your intent to move and suppress enemy fire as needed. Conduct movement using the appropriate techniques based on situation and terrain. Occupy a firing position within 100 meters of the enemy position and engage the enemy. Special conditions: we're not going to be wearing MOPP gear, so don't worry about the MOPP gear. So today's safety brief. So the risk level is low for today. Just be mindful of fire ants. We've already marked off an area that doesn't have fire ants. And also the weather. We checked the weather out before. It should be nice clear weather. No special considerations for that. And then just have water. Be drinking water constantly because we're going to be moving and it should get hot. And I must also say, it is every soldier's duty to help protect the environment. So pick up after yourself. After the evaluation phase, we'll do a police call to make sure we haven't left any trash. Right now, you should have your kit on with your helmet and gloves. Are there any questions before we begin? No questions. So right now we're going to go over the first position. We're going to go directly off doctrine. So the first position is the high crawl. So I'm going to describe it and then I'll demonstrate it. The high crawl: you're going to keep your body off the ground. You're going to rest your weight on your forearms and lower legs. Cradle your weapons in your arms. We don't have weapons, so we're just going to have imaginary weapons. Keep your muzzle off the ground and keep your knees well behind your buttocks so it stays low. Move forward by alternating, advancing your right elbow and left knee, and left elbow and right knee. I'm now going to demonstrate this task. Are there any questions about the high crawl? The high crawl is going to be used when you have good cover and concealment and you want to move quickly. So now we're going to go into the low crawl. For the low crawl is going to be a slow, deliberate movement. Progress is measured by inches. So usually when you have no cover or little to no cover, you will be using this position. You're going to keep your body as flat as possible to the ground. Grasp the sling of the weapon at the upper sling swivel with your right hand. Keep the handguard rested on your forearm. Keep the muzzle of the weapon off the ground. Move forward. Push both arms forward while pulling your right leg forward. Pull on the ground with both arms while pushing with your right leg. Repeat steps A and B until you reach position. I will now demonstrate this position. Any questions on the low crawl? So like I said, the low crawl is going to be used for slow, deliberate movements when you have no cover. When you're in an open environment like we are, it would probably be the best optimal condition to use it as. Okay, lastly, we're going to do the 3 to 5 second rush technique. The 3 to 5 second rush technique is used for moving quickly to engage and defeat the enemy when you usually have cover along the way, such as trees, buildings, or rocks or boulders to cover your body. So first you're going to raise your head and you're going to look for your next position. Next you're going to lower your head, draw your arms into your body, pull your right leg forward, raise your body, get up quickly, run for 3 seconds to your next position, then you're going to plant both feet. So my technique when I'm running the 3 to 5 second rush is I'm going to be saying, I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. In a battle buddy team, you are going to say, cover me while I move, and your battle buddy's gonna say, I got you covered. And then that's when you can move. And then so on and so forth until you eliminate the enemy. I will now demonstrate this technique. Cover me while I move. I got you covered. I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. Bang, bang, bang. That is the 3 to 5 second rush technique. Like I said, it is used to quickly engage the enemy. So okay, right at this time, I'm gonna have you split up and practice these techniques. I'm gonna give you around 10 minutes to practice. 10 minutes complete. Anybody have any questions following the exercises? Just everyone make sure you drink water, stay hydrated, and we'll be all right. Now I'm gonna go over the evaluation guidance and the evaluation preparation. Okay, for it's gonna be a go or no go format. The measures are gonna be, you're gonna select an individual movement route that adheres to the instruction provided by your team leader. So you're gonna break them into teams, have one team leader. He's gonna pick the best prescribed route to go and destroy and defeat the enemy. You're gonna communicate movements intent to buddy, team, and leader as appropriate. Suppress the enemy as required. Conduct movement using the appropriate techniques to reach each position. Occupy the identifying firing position within 100 meters of the enemy position. Okay, with that being said, are there any questions before we begin? Okay, so now at this time, I'm gonna have you all break up into teams and conduct this task. This task is gonna take approximately 7 to 8 minutes to complete from start to beginning. This task is complete. Okay, so now Sergeant, we have all the soldiers have been trained and they are proficient in the movement under fire tasks. So at this time, we're gonna go over the after action report. What was supposed to happen? We were supposed to conduct movement under fire techniques that were prescribed in this training by TC 3-21.75. What happened? We conducted training in accordance with TC 3-21.75 to standard. Any improvements? Any sustains? Okay, at this time, we're gonna conduct a police call to make sure the environment is just as good as it was when we got here. Police call complete. So that concludes today's training. No failures, so we don't have to retrain, and that's it. Thank you.